I was sitting in the other room and I heard this big bonk, and that usually means only one thing, that a bird has hit one of these windows from the bird feeder. And sure enough, there he is. It looks like a downy woodpecker, I think. I'm gonna open up the window and see if he's all right. But when I get more than, there's only what, an inch or two, probably 2 inches of snow out there. But when I get like 3 or 4 inches of snow, or maybe even like a foot, and they do that, they drop, I hear them, and then I'll come look out and I won't see them, but they will have dropped into the snow. And then unfortunately, like this little guy just laid down, and then they just freeze to death. So anytime I hear that, I always kind of come out and try to find them here. See if we can resurrect this guy. I don't think he's too badly hurt. Oh man. Let me put the phone down for a second so I have both my hands here. I don't want him to like peck or bite my hand. I went to put my hand around him to grab him to fluff him up in the snow, and he took off flying. He was a little unsteady. He went over to the feeder at first, and then he flew into the woods that way, and I kind of lost him. Darn it, I wish I had a third hand. I would have that would have made a pretty funny video, but I think he's going to be all right. That's the moral of the story. But it worried me a little bit when he laid down there. He like laid his little head into the snow. And that's what happens when, like I said, when there's a foot of snow here and they hit the window like that, they just disappear into the snow. And then in the springtime, when all the snow melts, I'll have like a dozen dead bird carcasses like throughout this area of the deck. But I always try to help them if I can. It's been like this all day. Sun will come out and then it'll start snowing like crazy. These are little bands of snow coming off of Lake Erie is what this is. I love it. I wish I was in the real snow belt. Hope that little bird made its way back to safety. It's funny, you start looking up in the trees and there's just birds everywhere. Obviously they're scared because I'm out here, but that's funny. Because you don't even notice them, but you start looking up and they're all over the place.